That's right, folks. We're alien hunting today. Good morning, and welcome to yet another episode of Let's Play American Truck Simulator with the Dad Named Cobra. And I'm your host, Cobra. We've already got bumped into by somebody else already. We're in Las Vegas, sunny Las Vegas. I was there recently. It more or less looks like this. But unfortunately, alas, they will not let us dive into the interesting part of the strip. So we'll have to make do with these beautiful skies seen at a distance. Oh, that's my phone making noises at me. Let's stop that, prevent it from doing that. Alright, there we go. Can't even turn here. Gotta go straight. Hope someone paying attention, folks. How's everybody this morning? How you doing? I hope everybody is doing great. I hope you've got your coffee or had your coffee. I hope that the week has been kind to you. Friday is kind of like my Saturday, so I'm going to get some streaming in here for y'all. And then here in a little bit, in a couple hours, I'll have to... Nope, we're not ready for that turn yet. Boy, I am just not paying attention to the GPS at all today, folks. Work on that.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Lamps! Fluffy Razors live tonight.
Turn left.
Yeah, we got the light and everything. So what we're doing today is we're going to do some exploring. I don't know quite where we're going yet. But the point of the matter is we are going to get ourselves some adventure in. Listen to me just stuttering. But it's Mother's Day this weekend. If you're watching this live, if you're watching the stream on YouTube, then it's probably already come and gone by the time this comes out. And so with it being Mother's Day, I am going to have some adventures later today, heading out and about to fetch my lady love a few gifts or two, because I'm just a last minute Joe like that. I'm gonna be honest. Look at me pausing the stream. Look at me. I'm not the best when it comes to things like gifts. Just never been my strong point, so I'm gonna give it the old college try, but it's definitely something I should have probably started earlier. But you live, you learn. Alright, let's
see where it ends.
We could fuel up. We don't really need any gas, but we do need some sleep. Which is a shame. Well, 3:51 p.m., so it'll be early morning by the time they let us wake up. So we'll stop the engine, take a rest. Yeah, now it's like 2 in the morning. The gas just went up. Oh no, it's switching between cash and credit. Boy, look at those gas prices. It's all too realistic. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Here's a good shot. Just gonna let it rest on that for a second. A few nice shots here. Okay, folks, let's see about finding some work. We are in sunny Las Vegas, which has been a place we've been trying to get to for some time, but let's see what kind of adventures we've got. Roswell, New Mexico. Now that's exciting. 1, I haven't been to Roswell before, both in real life or in the game. And 2, that would take us across Arizona. I don't believe I've ever been to Arizona. And, well, except for technically right in the corner in, where are we? Yuma, down here in Yuma. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. Not important messages. You never know, though. You get stuff on the phone. Could be misses. Could be work. All right. Let's try this again. Everybody, welcome to yet another episode of American Truck Simulator with me, Dad Named Cobra, or Dad Named Cobra. My name's Cobra. The channel's Dad Named Cobra, but I'm just Cobra. That's me, Cobra. Yes, I am a dad, and I play video games because I'm Gen X, and a lot of us grew up with video games. But today we're playing trucking games because a little bit of a lo-fi, chill-hop experience. If any of you are out there watching right now, you gotta let me know if the audio is coming through clear. Is the voice nice and dynamic over the music, or does the music need to be turned down a little bit? Because the music sounds like it might be a little loud to me, but I can't really tell because I can't hear my voice and what y'all are hearing. Let's take this office supply run to Roswell, New Mexico. Is where we're going to start today because we're in Vegas. It's nighttime. We did some resting after an aborted attempt to try to find
Drive safe.
The strip, and well, we found the strip. We just couldn't get onto the strip, unfortunately, which made me sad. I could see the edge of it, but right. You can see some of it from over here. Look at the pyramid. And maybe there are some routes that'll get you down onto the strip, but when I tried to get onto the strip, no dice. It did not
Turn
work.
right.
All right. Just pause for the nice camera effect there. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful, folks. Okay. Well, working man never sleeps. Well, that's not true. But we got money to make and places to go. So our road trip's starting off in the dark this episode, and that's fine. It's 2 in the morning, so it'll lighten up as we get going.
Turn right.
I'll be excited to see what it looks like hitting Arizona, and then definitely into New Mexico. Never been there. Can't wait for some of the other maps that are coming up. Also, I've done some exploring out there, and I have found some mod info for what is supposed to be a Japan map. At least that's a small part of Japan, at the very least, for European Truck Simulator's engine, which is very similar to the engine here. Although if you ask me, it feels like the lighting and the color balance and everything's a little different in that game. I could be wrong, but it just feels different. And I don't know if that's just because of the European settings, or if the game engine actually has some differences, or if it's even some settings that I've accidentally done in the game. You never know. But it does feel different. I think maybe the truck art is a little different is what it really comes down to. But I'm babbling on, as I'm prone to do. We're going to go ahead and download and check that out. Probably not today, because I still have to install it and test it. But if there's enough of Japan worth exploring, I'm a big Japanophile, and it would be fun to throw some of that at you. Some Japan content, which I've been wanting to figure out a way to do to add a little bit of that to the channel. Still looking on some other games too for those of you that enjoy other things than just trucks.
Then turn right.
Well, we're going to take a turn here at the Red Wolf Casino next to
Turn
Lamps.
right.
Lamps feels like it must be a real casino. Ugh. But Red Wolf sounds made up. Red light violation. But aren't you allowed to take a turn on a right in this game? Is it a different rule because I'm in a truck and I'm in Vegas? I am not certain here. Oh, they're going to taunt us again by letting us drive by the strip but not go into the strip? I swear, somewhere in this area we should be able to see Excalibur, which I went to recently. There's Caesars. I love Caesars. Let's just kind of cruise and enjoy that. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't the main strip itself. This is one of the roads that intersects it. We're gonna drive past. See this giant overpass bridge? Yeah. There's Paris. Parisian. I can never remember the proper name of it.
Go straight on.
Got our big old footbridges here. Little virtual tourism. as it were. Bill hopping this morning, folks. Just enjoying the vibe. Now, you all should really be writing in with your questions for Dad. If you've got a question that you wanted Dad to answer, just life, the universe, whatever's in your head, you should be sending them my way. The easiest way to do that is you can either leave a comment on some of the videos, or you can go to Twitter, assuming Twitter still works. Who knows what's going on with that, huh? And tweet me at Dad Named Cobra. I do keep an eye on that, starting to try to use that more and more. I don't know what other social medias are out there that the kids are using these days as a good way to get a hold of stuff. Let an old man know. There's, of course, also Discord, but I haven't set up a Discord channel yet. We don't have quite enough followers for a Discord channel. Plus, then I got to start moderating it and stuff like that. Maybe we're bigger and I have a chance to actually have some mods. But for now, come into the chat, go to Twitter, go to the YouTube comments, drop your questions, your thoughts, your theories. What games interest you? What are your passions? What's going on in your life? What do you drink in the morning? I like iced coffee, or cold brew specifically. But an iced coffee will do in a pinch. Now this morning, I dropped off the missus at work, and I dropped off the wee baby at daycare. And then I had to go drop the eldest, the teen girl, off at high school because she missed the bus. Leaving for the bus stop basically 1 minute after the bus is supposed to be there because, quote unquote, the bus is never on time anyways. Now, I rode a bus as a bachelor for many years because I lived in a great part of town for it, and it saved me a lot of trouble with gas and all the costs that come with cars. If you live in the right city in the right place, a bus is a wonderful way to get around stress-free.
It was a nice ride.
But you're supposed to get to the bus stop a little early. Don't count on the fact that it's always late, or don't even count on the fact that it's always time. Get there a little early. Don't rush it. Okay? Right, not Roswell, New Vegas.
Let's go.
I mean, Roswell, New Vegas. Roswell, New Mexico. Let's go find some aliens. That's right, folks. We're alien hunting today. Join Dad Named Cobra as we search for aliens at Roswell. But yes, buses, be on time. It's really not that complicated. My personal recommendation is always, like, if you're taking a city bus, get there 15 minutes early. You don't know. City buses are wild. If it's a school bus, I still recommend 15 minutes early, but at the very least, get to the bus stop 10 minutes before the bus is due. Right? Yeah, sure, you might have a longer wait in the morning, but missing that bus doesn't do you any good now, does it? Then you gotta call a message, and you gotta have Dad come pick you up, get kind of scowled at. That's 40 minutes out of my day right there, because you missed the bus. And your life decisions impact others. Also, it's about $5 in gas. So now, you cost me an hour of time and $5. Think about others, folks.
Turn right.
Catch your buses. Don't make your dad take you to school. Unless your dad already takes you to school, in which case you're lucky.
Get ready to turn
with
left.
my schedule, most days I can't take the kids to school. And learning to be self-reliant like that sets you up in a good place for college or work or whatever it is you go off to do when you become a grown-up. Because odds are that for many of you, some sort of public transportation is going to be a part of your life. Now, I grew up in kind of a rural town, so as a young man, that wasn't really a thing. The town I was in didn't really have... We had a bus system, but it was terrible. And it only covered very specific parts of town. And it only covered... and I lived outside of town in the country on top of that. But town I'm in now has a pretty darn good bus system, and even the more remote parts of town get service fairly regularly, if not as often as the little town. And a lot of you are probably going to be in cities and stuff, and there are buses and subways and trains and stuff. All of those options are great too. So, learn to be that self-reliant. It's good for the planet. Saves you a little bit of money. It's a little less hassle, less risk. And cars are great, but you can't always afford them in life the way gas prices are going. Learning to use public transit can be, for locally, up until I got, until the baby, I'd take, in my bachelor days, I was taking the bus, and we're talking like a bus pass was $25 a month versus like the $400 a month I'm spending on gas right now. Yeah. That's good beer money right there, folks. That is money you can save yourself. Just something to think about. A lot of trucks trying to squeeze out of Las Vegas here in the morning, folks. What are we looking at? It is 4 p.m.? Oh, no, that's not. It's 2:32 a.m. I was looking at the estimated arrival time. Looks like we'll get to... It is currently Saturday at 2:32 a.m. And it looks like they think we'll be there same day, Saturday at 4 p.m. Okay, so it's a long drive, but some of these states are so funny. Living here on the West Coast, especially since I grew up in California, going up and down the West Coast, it's a big commitment. It's a big chunk of your day.
Keep left, and then turn left.
And yeah, sure, we're going to be going across 2 whole states, essentially, but they're not quite as broad. And I can't even imagine for those of you in Texas. I know, there's a state. That's a big one. You could drive all day long, and you're still in Texas, depending on where you're going. That's something else. Rocking some lo-fi beats today so we can all just relax as we're doing the road trip here. I hope you brought snacks. Or maybe you're munching on dinner. Maybe this is part of your evening wind down. Welcome to the evening wind down. I'm your host, Cobra. And as we're on the open road tonight, you're chilled out there on your couch.
Then turn right.
What do you say we get on with this evening with some sweet, sweet, dreamy beats? I think I could have been a DJ in another life. What do y'all think? Radio announcer? Maybe not a DJ. Radio announcer. Radio guy. Radio personality. Hi, Bubbly. How's it doing? Bubbly in the house, everybody. Our usual passenger on these road trips. How is your Friday treating you? We're about 20 minutes into the stream, so you missed the fun technical setup. I got the stream off to a little bit of a later start than I intended to, which is a shame, because I was hoping to get about 3 hours in by noon. But it looks like we're going to do it 2 hours this morning. And then if I'm lucky, I'll have time to do some editing today to get another video. Have you noticed, well, I don't know, Bubbly, if you follow the YouTube channel, but we posted an episode every day, all week long, which is fantastic. Bubbly says, I'm sleepy, the cold is kicking my butt, but it's not COVID, so yay, I didn't sleep well yesterday. Oh, yeah, there's certainly some sort of cold going around. Lloyd, the wee baby, did not sleep that great last night, which means I did not sleep that great last night. Had to wind up giving him some Tylenol in order to help him settle down, and I think it was some sort of cold or something. 2:30 a.m. bedtime, woke up at 6 a.m. Yeah, that's rough. Hopefully you've got no plans today, so you could just relax and chill. Oh, we are accelerating up this road so slow. Everybody in traffic behind us, folks, must hate us. But we got a bit of an incline here. You don't respond for a while, you passed out in the chair. Well, hey, if you need to pass out listening to these chill lo-fi beats, and the smooth tones of this sultry Cobra voice. By all means, go right ahead. It's perfectly acceptable for a passenger to pass out on a road trip. I mean, now, be nice to your driver, folks. Give them some mad props because they can't pass out. So, tip your drivers. Well, Bubbly, we just left Las Vegas, and we are currently plowing our way through the early night as we're heading across Arizona and New Mexico to go to Roswell, New Mexico. We're going alien hunting today. Look at that, folks. Looks like we've got this desert night sky. Look at that. Let's see if the cinematic cam likes it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Huh, I always swerve all over the road when I use the cinema cam. Sweet, time to look for some UFOs. Yeah, we get a little XCOM theme. You know, I thought about streaming some XCOM too, but boy, is there a game that is fantastic. But it's been out for a hot minute. I don't think the market's clawing at themselves to get some XCOM content. Plus, it's such a long game. If I add something new to the rotation, it either needs to be something closer to this kind of experience where you can kind of play it at will, or maybe something not so long, or something I've played before. Been trying to do some Persona 5, but my big criticism there is that Persona 5 is not save friendly. Like, that's a game where they let you save when they feel like you can save. And so that means that sometimes you sit down for a session, you could be a good 45 minutes to an hour commitment before you're allowed to do anything. And hey, that's great if you could just leave the system on and walk away from it, and if you don't have anybody else who's dependent on your time. But whew, and with dad life, that's hard to get away with. Also, I don't know that Persona is quite my channel's taste for everybody out there. Come for the trucking, stay for the high school drama with monsters and terror. That is that. Know what I mean? Alright, let's see here. Port of entry. It's always funny how the technical term, they call it a port of entry. I assume that means we have just crossed into Arizona, folks. And it is interesting to me that they don't have a different term. I am sure we're going to get hit by the way station. Yep, no bypass. They want to make sure we're not violating any laws on our way in. You know, they're just quote-unquote weighing us, but you know that they want to kind of keep an eyeball out for smugglers.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Meanwhile, our sassy GPS always gets a little peeved when we do this.